Hi, this is Max from Abstract Automation. In this video, we're going to show you how we've created a few workflow rules in Zoho CRM to ensure that the address information on your account records is always in sync and pushed down to the related contact records addresses. So let's get into it. All right, so here is a customer record in Zoho CRM, an account record that is, and on our account records in the CRM, by default, we have two blocks of address information. We have a billing address and we have a shipping address on the account level. Now the contact level, we also have two address blocks in the contact record. We have a mailing address and we have an other address. Okay, and so one of the struggles that a lot of businesses have that use Zoho CRM is while the contact record is initially created, it does inherit automatically the billing and shipping address blocks into those contact mailing and contact other address blocks when the contact record is initially created. There is no further automatic push or synchronization from that point forward. So we see all the time the scenario where a business changes their address, the contact records already exist under that account, and now the only way to correct the address information under all of those individual contacts is to go one by one and do it manually. So what have we done in this demo of Zoho CRM to solve this problem? So it's pretty straightforward. So first of all, what we've done is on the contact record layout, we've added two checkbox fields. So here is a contact named Joe Tester in this case, and that contact you'll see has the same address as the account record, and there's two fields here, same as account billing and same as account shipping. So here's the idea. If we have those boxes checked, whenever the address information is modified on the account record, it will cycle through all the related contacts under the account, and if a contact has these checkboxes checked, that respective address will be pushed or inherited again from the account record. So you can selectively choose whether either of these addresses should always match the account or not. And what we've also done is, well, let me just show you an example of that happening here. So you'll notice that I've got two contacts under this customer record. One of them, we are indicating we want the address to always match what the account has. And in the other case, we want the other contact to always be able to maintain its own addresses independently of the account. So you may have some scenarios where you do want to have some contacts under the account that have a different address than the account record. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and let's say we change this address. So I'm going to change this from 235 West Avenue to 555 North Avenue. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same under the shipping address. So we will change this here to 555. Okay, so within a few seconds, that should have kicked off our workflow rule. We go down to our contacts. Let's take a look at the contacts that should have inherited that address. And if we click and look at that contact, we can see here that it did pull in the street address change. So now let's say we go to the contact who we have not synchronizing their address back with the main account. So this contact, as you can see, has a completely different address than the account record. Let's say we want to change that. So I'm going to say that from now on, I want this contact's mailing address to always match the billing address of the related account. So I'm going to check that box, which will trigger another workflow, which will update the billing address pushed down to the mailing address of the contact. Now, we can even take things a step further. We can also configure layout rules that will hide the individual address fields on those contacts where they should always match the account. This way, there's no confusion with one of your users going into that contact record and mistakenly updating the address of an individual contact that really should always match the account. So here are a couple of layout rules that are configured. I'm going to turn on here, and what you will see is that if we refresh our screen, because this contact's mailing address is set to be the same as the account billing address, all of those mailing address fields are hidden. This way, the end user has no way to mistakenly edit the wrong address block, and they know that if they need to make an address change, that they would be making it at the account level. And as we can see, because the checkbox same as account shipping is not checked in this case, we still have access to those individual fields for the other address block for the contact record. So I hope this helps. I think this is something that pretty much any Zoho CRM implementation could use. And so if you're interested on the details and the custom functions that are making these workflow rules work, please get in touch.